Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Sugat, product manager at Meta, and in this channel we talk about product management and careers. This is the part 2 of how to land a job through LinkedIn. In the last video, we spoke about why your profile completeness is necessary and how it can impact a lot in the job search, along with how to better use the job tools in LinkedIn. If you haven't watched the last video, please click on this link and watch the video. And in this video, we're gonna be talking a lot more things like how to network in a right way, how to find the hiring managers or recruiters on LinkedIn, followed by what are few of the best practices to ask for a referral, along with what kind of messages you should not send. If you are here for the first time, I would request you to please like, share and subscribe this channel so that it reaches out to a lot of more aspirants. And without any further ado, let's get started. So the first topic is how to send a connection invite. When it comes to LinkedIn, the first thing that we always want to is to connect to various people, learn from their experience, but we are not always successful to find the right people and connect with them. So these are few of the ways which you can connect to the right people on LinkedIn. So let's look into it. So there are two type of people over here, right? Someone you know and someone you don't know. Let's talk about when you don't know someone and you still want to connect with them, maybe for various reasons. So this is what I do generally. Like whenever I want to connect with people with similar backgrounds in product management or in the same domain, this is I send a note while sending a connection request. This is most important thing. Simply please do not send a connect but try to make it more personalized by writing a few note that would absolutely increase your chance of acceptance. So these are few templates which you can also try. Instead of sending connect, try to personalize the invite. It might be some time taking, but it's worth trying. So let's look into few of these templates. The first one, when I wanted to connect with someone from product management background and the cybersecurity domain, this is what I sent a message like with the greetings, and I'm Sugat, security PM at PayPal. So good to connect with people from similar backgrounds. I also listed what is that similar background mean and look forward to part of your LinkedIn family. And you see, within 1 or 2 days, I got the response and connections, and even a response saying that, hey, good to connect with you as well. So good. So this is how it works. Now, the second example is, what kind of request I get from other people, right? And this is what I really liked about them. They don't know me. They know me through YouTube channel, or they want to connect me on LinkedIn. Simple a note that, hey, I came across your PayPal interview video during my product analysis interview preparation for Razorpay. Really like the structure and I glad to connect with you. So that gives me a sense of validity that this particular person actually follows me at different mediums and would love to connect with me over on LinkedIn. And I went ahead and accepted the request, also with saying a note that, hey, great to hear and be part of your connection, right? Now, this is all good when you don't know someone on LinkedIn, right? But there are various chances that you might know people, be it your manager, peers, or anyone, right, in your friend circles or network. It's still recommended that you please go ahead and put a simple note that so that that person gets remembered. So the other third example is someone whom I know or I met, but that person connected with me on LinkedIn with some small note that, hey, this is where we connected, and would love to take be part of your LinkedIn family and take this ahead. And that was the third template over here, right? So the overall gist, what I'm trying to say over here is that do not simply send a invite to everyone. Just view the profile, understand about the person, and send a personalized invite instead of blindly trying to connect with them. And you will see the response or accordingly. So once you're done with the connection invite, the next very important step is how do you seek help or advice from someone, right? And what kind of messages you should send so that you get some response and help immediately, right? So the first example is when I wanted to connect with someone or invite them to my YouTube channel. This is the kind of message I send to them. So take a 30 seconds to read into this, and or I will just repeat it that hey, came across your post for one-on-one. I wanted to have you on my YouTube channel, which is dedicated to product managers, and have 2.5k subscribers. Would love to have chats around how folks can prepare for meta interviews, and look forward to your confirmations. I will book a time slot accordingly. And I got a response immediately saying that, hey Sugat, thanks for reaching out. Happy to join, but I can't discuss much about prepare meta interview because I'm currently an interviewer at Meta and would be clear a conflict of interest. If there are other topics you would like me to chat about, I would be happy to, like for instance how to prepare for Microsoft interview. So although I think my goal was not met, but I got a response from people, and these are big product leaders who might be very busy. So if you send this short and precise messages with some direct action, the chances of you getting a response would be way much. Now let's go into the second example, and this second example covers about what kind of messages I receive and how I respond to them. So this is someone says that, hey Sugat, hope you're doing well. Wishing your family a happy Diwali. I work a product manager at so and so company, and I'm looking to relocate to London as my husband recently joined. Would love to connect with you to understand more about the product opportunities in London. So this message definitely got my response. What I really like about is it was crisp, short, and direct action, right? What is expected from me and my time, it was clearly mentioned over here. So that's why when you send this kind of direct messages where the other person knows what is needed from them, your chances of getting a response increases a lot, right? And the same happens for if you're sending messages for referral to hiring managers or recruiters. We also want to look into those messages as well, what kind of templates you should be sending, right? The next part is what are few messages you should not send. And this is a few examples overhead, like simply saying that hi Sugat and nothing, right? A complete pause. Or hello Sugat, good afternoon, nothing, complete pause. Or if it's okay to connect to discuss something. So what you see that a simple greeting without any action or without any agenda and keeping is open ended may not get you much responses, but there are people who might reply to them still. But I would still ask you to avoid this kind of messages where you simply send hi hello and then wait for the person to reply. Instead, go ahead and send a complete end-to-end message, which you what you're looking for and what you need from that person, right? That's it. There are other type of messages which you should not send, and that's are pretty long messages, right? This is an example, again I won't be reading, but if you see over here, that person literally went ahead and introduced themselves end to end about the entire career history, and nothing, and just seek for some other insights. So I would recommend not to do that, because the other person can be really busy and may not have time to go through the entire details. I understand you wanted to express and you wanted to give your entire background, but that's already available on your LinkedIn profile, right? The person can check and your LinkedIn profile and get those details. But send those kind of targeted messages of what you are actually seeking from the other person. So this will help you get a lot of responses as compared to this open-ended messages. So I hope you are enjoying the content so far with the different kind of templates and messages which you should be sending while using LinkedIn. And moving to the next section, we have the most important thing: how to seek or ask for a referral from LinkedIn, right? A lot of time we have seen that people do struggle for referrals, and there are people who might not give you even the referrals. But what should be some ways for you to get referrals on LinkedIn? So let's go through it. So Now, these are the five simple steps through which you can follow to get a referral at LinkedIn, right? So, first and foremost, right, when you come across any job openings via LinkedIn or any career site, this is what you can do. Go through the link and read the job description properly. Yes, it takes time, but it's worth doing again, right? Read the job description and check if you meet all the eligibility criterias, right? Let's say is the year of experience, the kind of domain which you are working, the previous experience, the background. If you on let's say if the person or the company need someone from a B2C domain and you do have, then it's a tick. Or if the person needs from a banking domain, so that's meets the eligibility criteria. So do this sanity check, and only and only apply for the roles which you actually meet all these eligibility criteria, right? So let's say you want to apply at a company PayPal, and you came across a job opening of a product manager or a senior product manager, and once you go through it, you check all these eligibility criteria. So number one, check. Number two, check. And once you're done with it, uh, then and then only go ahead and find a person in your network, right? So the third step is find the right person on LinkedIn who can refer you. It can be your friend, a connection, or anyone else, right? So find for that person, and once you find that connection, do not stick to just a single one person. Try to send to at least 5 to 6 people together, so that your chances of getting a response as well as getting a referral increases. So don't stick to just sending the message or to a single person and expect them to refer. So yeah, once you found the right person, the fourth step is the most important thing. Asking a person to refer yourself. Now there can be a very big debate about people referring a random person versus people referring someone they really worked with and know. So I don't want to jump into this, but what I generally do, that if someone suitable reaches out to me, have some good previous backgrounds, I'm more than happy to refer them. And that what happened, it's very important that you send them some again concrete messages why you are a good fit for that position, and you have to express them in again 2 to 3 lines or few lines. Not write a paragraph or essay about your previous experience, your background. These are the simple things you can do. Number one, give them the valid job ID, right? The job ID which you have received. Sometimes it starts with something like R12345 or some other REQ. So this is the format of the job ID. So give them the job ID along with your resume and a one liner why you are a good fit for the role. Let's say if the job is about having a good experience on user experience side of it or B2C products, and you do have it, highlight that hey, I have a good fit for the role because of so and so reasons. And you see the person might send them would be very quick in responding to you and referring you. Now here also many times what happened that candidates simply just reach out to profiles and people saying that hey, is there any valid openings in your company, can you please refer it to me. um, I would ask you to all please do this kind of checks of your own and then reach out to a person. Do not simply expect them to know about the open positions and to refer you. So instead of asking people that hey, if there are any open roles in your company, go ahead and check in their career website and then send them a message saying that I came across this open position and I believe I will be a good fit for so and so reason. Can you please go ahead and refer me? And you will definitely see the person responding to you and more than happy to refer you. Instead, don't say that hey, write an essay about I'm experienced in so and so and so and so, and I'm looking forward to join your company. Can you please refer me, or is there any open positions? Uh, that might not always work. So please find that job ID which happens. Now here is one small tip, which what I have seen that sometimes people do share this job invite of LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn jobs portal, but that might not be equivalent, or that might not be in their company website portal. So there are two things, right? Like a job ID in LinkedIn of PayPal versus a job ID in PayPal career website. Always go ahead and share the link of the job ID in PayPal career website, because sometimes the LinkedIn job IDs might not be updated. So maybe those job IDs would have been closed or not at active. So always go ahead and check with the company's career site. So in this case, maybe check ahead with the PayPal's career site, and then go ahead and send that particular job ID to the any of the employees at PayPal and seek their help to refer. And once you receive a response, you definitely, this is generally happens that once the person has referred you, the number fifth step is you get an email and you have to complete your profile through that email. Don't forget to do that. So once the person has referred, you will get a confirmation saying that please complete your profile through this ID, and this is what you can do. And yeah, I think using this five simple steps, it's a bit of effort taking, but it would be worth trying instead of simply randomly applying to the careers portal and not getting an interview call. I think we spoke a lot of times why referral is important, so I won't be discussing that about today, but this is what you can do to seek referral. So yeah, this is one of the templates or messages which I have received, which you can definitely use, saying that, hey, hi Sugat, greetings, hope you and your loved ones are safe. I came across an opening at PayPal which interests me and my skill, seems aligned. The job ID for the opening is R008291. I would highly appreciate if you could refer me or possibly share my updated CV with the recruiting hiring managers, right? So this was the direct, right? I received that job ID versus a kind of a fitment message versus the resume altogether. So it was easy for me to simply go ahead and refer that person instead of me finding a suitable role for anyone. So this is what you can do to get referrals, and it actually works. Do let me know in the comment if you have any other advice of seeking referrals from LinkedIn or of this technique when worked for you. Would be happy to hear from you all. Now the final step is how to send kind of messages to hiring managers or recruiters, right? But before that, how to find them in LinkedIn altogether, right? One of the simple best way is to in the last video I showed, right? How would you find the hiring team for a particular jobs they are tied to it? Or the other ways can be simply go ahead and search for keywords like hiring product managers, and you will see a bunch of options, and the post where people are posting about they are hiring for product managers or recruiters posting about the same. Now what you can do about it, right? One of the ways is to definitely connect with them via personalized invite or an email, and these are the kind of messages you should be sending to them. Let's look at it out. So back few years ago, when I was looking for different roles, and this is what the kind of messages I sent to the hiring managers, that hey, I recently stumbled upon one of the hiring posts for the PM and thought of connecting with you regarding the same. Happy to chat and explore if I could be the right fit in the role, and truly believe in the education space and with YouTube channels. And all of a sudden I received the message from the hiring manager saying that, hey, happy to chat and couple of interesting positions in his team, and definitely would love to explore. So see, I got that response immediately. Another example is from a startup where I was looking for, and I told the same kind of message. Thanks for connecting. Recently came across the post of hiring PMs. Would be happy to explore further. I have been earlier users of that particular app and truly believe in the problem you are trying to solve. And immediately you see the response. The hiring manager wanted me to share my resume, and this is what you can do. And trust me, although it's bit of tedious process in sending a personal reach outs again and again, but it's the best way of getting the results. You might have seen that people start applying to hundred and thousands of job portals and don't receive an interview. This is why, because of increase in competitions, you have to stand out in the eyes of recruiters and get your profile viewed to them, and LinkedIn is one of the best platform to utilize and get those things done. So let's quickly recap a couple of things we have learned in this video, and I hope it's useful. So a bunch of templates and kind of messages, do's and don'ts you should be doing when connecting with people, the kind of messages you should be sending with them, the kind of messages you should be sending while seeking and help versus networking. I hope these are important templates. So feel free to watch this video and again if you need some help in optimizing your LinkedIn to land in your job. With this, we come to the end of the video. I hope this was useful, and if you found this, please share it among your peers and networks, and feel free to like and subscribe this channel. Thank you again. See you in the next video.